breaking news from TikTok, the social media app, saying it is in the process of restoring service after going dark for more than 170 million American users late last night. In a statement, the company says President-elect Trump gave it the clarity that service providers would not be penalized. Congress passed the bipartisan bill last April that led to a current banning of TikTok. But it was Trump who signed an executive order, you'll remember, in August of 2020 to step up pressure on the Chinese-owned app to sell to an American company. Now, Trump is saying he wants the U.S. to have a 50% ownership stake between ByteDance or new owners. Joining us now for more on this, cybersecurity and data protection expert, Caitlin Sarian. Caitlin, thanks for taking the time and being with us. Let's start.
I'm just going to say this real quick. This one move has possibly secured Vice President-elect J.D. Vance presidency come 2028.
By getting your reaction to TikTok's announcement on a restoration of service.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in shock for the last 48 hours. I was in denial, and then last night when it went out, I was in shock and I just kind of stared at my phone. I'm pretty excited to see what happens in the future, and this is looking good for the 170 million of us that are on TikTok. But I mean, I think it's been a roller coaster of emotions for a lot of us that are content creators on the platform.
So online, you are known as Cybersecurity Girl. You create content specifically educating your viewers on topics like data protection and privacy, things of that nature.
And men trick off on her because, let's be honest, she's a cute woman right here. So they probably send her them little things that on TikTok and stuff, that's so she can make money and turn it into shillings. Okay, that's understandable, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Congress and the Supreme Court say this is a national security risk, not necessarily just TikTok, but apps owned by foreign adversaries or companies that are from a foreign adversary. Do you believe Americans' information is really at risk here?
Well, as a cybersecurity professional, you know that everything is a risk, right? You always have to take a risk-based approach. So every service, every website, every app that you use and download, every time you're giving your information to someone, no matter who it is, you have to take a risk-based approach. And for me personally, when I heard back when TikTok was gonna partner with Oracle and try to move their services over to the US, I think this was 3.5, almost 4 years ago now, I started feeling more comfortable going on the platform. So before I actually didn't go on the platform, I took that risk-based approach. I said, I don't feel comfortable giving my data to China at that moment in time. When I heard that TikTok was starting to partner with Oracle, I decided, hey, my risk-based approach it's okay because I feel like my purpose is bigger and I'm gonna be able to reach a larger audience. And that was my risk-based approach. But every single individual has to take that approach, no matter if it's TikTok, whatever app you're using, and just knowing who you're sharing your information with, there's always a risk, especially when it comes to China or other foreign adversaries as well.
But you see, that's the thing. It's not, and I said this before in the video, I'll put it up somewhere, whatever, right? You have a risk with anything. A lot of companies have your data, okay? So you got Google have data on you, Yahoo, Facebook, Meta, whatever they want to call it and stuff like that. Listen, that's just that's the world we living in. This is the 21st century, okay? And data and the control of that data is what people want because it's a lot of money in that data and it's understandable. It's really understandable. But I'm so glad that Uncle President-elect Donald Trump is coming in and saying, listen, we're going to do what needs to be done. And I'm telling you guys, this right here, this move, and he's not even our president yet. This move is going to secure Vice President-elect J.D. Vance presidency in 2028. Now, I could be wrong, but I clearly, in my heart of hearts, feel that we're going to be seeing a Republican president over the next 12 years. I say that, and I'm saying it here first. I could be wrong, but I'm saying it here first.
Yeah, I think most Americans, I get personal texts to my personal phone from politicians asking me, all sorts of things. Like, everybody gets my information. So I think a lot of Americans are like, wait a minute, everybody has our information, but this is different. This is about foreign adversaries and what they could possibly do. You worked at TikTok, right? I wanna know if you think Could you ever imagine a day when we'd be at this point?
No. And again, TikTok was always about inspiring creativity and bringing joy. So I actually started my TikTok, and then ironically, I got my job at TikTok from my TikTok. So I grew really well on TikTok for about a year. And then I applied to a job at TikTok because I was so passionate about their mission. And it completely changed my life. And I know it's completely changed so many of my friends around me life. It impacts so many small businesses. It's unbelievable.
Yes, for real.
And it is a little bit ironic that I truly feel like the TikTok app is the American dream, right? It's allowing people to reach worldwide. It's allowing small businesses to expand outside of their small hometowns. It's really bringing in tons of money for American citizens. And so I had such a passion and purpose. I really, really wanted to work there. And seeing all the behind the scenes, I want to preface that I did not work for, there's two separate TikToks, right? There's a TikTok US, after Trump had stated that he wanted to bring it more to the US or sell to the US. So they started splitting off. There's a TikTok US specifically, and then there's a TikTok Global. And I actually worked at TikTok Global. So I didn't see or touch any of the US data. We were solely focused on everything outside of the US. So all the other countries that use TikTok. But the team that I know that worked at TikTok US, like dedicated individuals, ex-FBI, ex-CIA agents, and then they are, again, partnering with Oracle. So I really felt comfortable with them. But again, it's a risk-based decision. Obviously, I don't know what the Supreme Court saw.
You see, that's the thing. I really feel, and I always say to people, TikTok should not have been banned. And I'm glad that President-elect Trump is really, really understanding it, because that 170 million, I said in my video before, please check it out. I said that all it takes, if let's say half of that 170 million are voting age, and this ban was to go into effect and nothing be resolved, that 85 million people will be looking for revenge, and they will be looking to vote those people out. So now, President-elect Trump now have so many people who may not like his policies, but understand that they'll say, yes, some of his things that he say may not be my cup of tea, but this man saved my livelihood. This man saved an app that I like to use. This man, with the way that he talks, the art of negotiation, the art of the deal, he said that he is going to make something happen while these funky old farts of the Democrats and Republicans, they want to do away with it. That's the person I'm going to go for. And this is going to create a lot of younger politicians who may not have thought about getting into politics, who are going to get into politics and going to use TikTok to beat the older farts, the older people that's been there for 30, 40, 50 years, and they're walking with a dang on walker to the to Congress and to Senate. Mark my words.
I think there's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes that I didn't have any privy of seeing, and a lot of the American citizens don't, which is why most of us are very confused and hurt and upset and shocked. But I truly believe that our government is doing this to protect the United States as a whole, even if we might not see it that way. So again, it's hard for me because I see both sides, right? I absolutely love the platform. I've seen how much it impacts people, but I also see the negative side effects of apps and just cybersecurity as a whole. So it's very hard for me to judge. All I know is personally, I don't regret my decision of going on TikTok. It's completely changed my life, and I know it's changed so many other people's lives as well.
Caitlin Sarian, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us about it. I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
I am glad that Uncle Trump has decided, had the balls to say, listen, we're going to step up and we're going to make sure. And listen, we have to give kudos to Uncle Biden as well. Because if it wasn't for Uncle Biden to say that, listen, we're not even going to worry about the fines, or I'm going to punt it to Uncle Trump and let him deal with it. And Uncle Trump said, listen, rest assured that those fines are not going to be taken, so you can put it back on. You can put TikTok on. You can put CapCut on, because CapCut is run by ByteDance, and a lot of people use it. I use CapCut, my brothers and sisters. So I am happy to report that this is going to go into effect, that Uncle Trump is going to do what needs to be done for us, for the American people. And we have to say that we are so happy that we voted for this man. I knew it in my heart of hearts that Trump was the right candidate. And yes, he may say things or have done things that I don't fully agree with, but I know in my heart of hearts that he was the right candidate. So I want to hear what you have to say. Are you guys happy that TikTok is going to be restored? Are you guys happy that Uncle Trump is our president? Because this might not have happened if Auntie Harris was. So who are you, or what are you feeling right now? Do you feel happy, or do you feel sad because some of you wanted TikTok to be banned and you were saying that, oh, they need to ban other apps such as OnlyFans? I saw some of the comments and I was like, these people are crazy. But tell me, how do you feel? I really want to hear from you. Thank you, my brothers and sisters, for watching this video. I really appreciate it, especially watching it all the way to the end. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you please do me a favor? Can you like the video, make some comments, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already? I'm a new YouTuber and I'm trying to grow, and I'm trying to reach that magic number of 1,000 subscribers so I can become fully monetized. I got the 4,000 watch hours. Thank you so much, but I need that 1,000 subscribers. So please help a brother out. Thank you for watching. Be safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.